Okay, I would like to call to order the Albany Selectmen's meeting for October 8th, 2024. Please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Approval of the Selectmen's meeting minutes for September 24th, 2024.
I move to approve the Selectmen's minutes as presented.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Approval of October 8th, 2024 consent file. Review and sign manifest in the amount of $3,977.42 and $19,953.23. This includes an accounts payable and payroll manifest for 10/1/24 and 10/8/24. Review, discuss, and approve or deny a residential building permit for 50 Brookside Drive. It's an after the fact approval. Review, discuss, and approve or deny a residential building permit for 33 Moat View Drive. Review, discuss, and approve or deny local approval of individual storage disposal system for Chicora Heights. Review, discuss, and approve or deny local approval of individual sewage disposal system at 60 Brookside Ave. Review, discuss, and approve or deny a pistol permit for owner of 1598 Passaconaway Road.
I move to approve the consent file as presented.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Review, discuss, and approve or deny a veteran's tax credit for the owner of 116 Golden Oaks Drive.
I'd make a motion to approve it for the tax year 2025.
I'll second it.
All in favor? Aye.
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 And make that known in the motion.
Okay.
That it's for the next tax year.
Review and discuss the third quarter expenditure report. Really nothing to discuss unless you guys get something to discuss.
No, everything looks in order.
Yeah.
Over.
Looks great. Review and discuss the time frame for the 2025 budget work session.
It isn't done yet?
It's done in my head.
No, so Kelly wanted that in there. She had reached out to everyone. She got a few back. She had asked me to ask you guys to talk to Curtis and Sandy
Yeah.
to see if we could get them moving a little
right.
bit, just where I'm probably
We've had
some
these
time.
problems in the past. Why don't we call them why don't we set up a budget meeting where we call them all in, one at a time, and discuss their budgets? That way they can't keep putting it off. That would be my recommendation.
One meeting for the planning board and then another meeting for the town clerk.
Probably separate. I would, yeah.
And
And
Curtis.
Curtis as well, yeah.
Curtis
Curtis is,
We usually meet with Curtis anyway. I mean,
oh yeah,
He's very
straightforward.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's never a problem.
Yep.
So for the clerk and, I'm sorry,
The planning board, however.
was it the planning board that did it?
they might have sent theirs and I'm gonna have to look back and check. The two that Kelly specifically said was road agent, clerk.
Yeah.
I'm
planning board.
I'm on the zoning board.
Yeah,
Do you want me to put together a budget for that?
sure, that'd be great.
Because I don't even think we have a chairman yet.
Okay.
Why don't you, if you haven't got anything from them, reach out first before we schedule a meeting, because
Okay.
there's no sense in them coming in empty-handed.
Well, no, that gets them on the spot. We had to do that a couple of years back.
We'll start like we normally do.
Yeah. That gets their attention.
Right.
And sometimes they submit it.
It's a reminder that it's time. Yep. Okay, the town administrator's report.
I don't have anything.
Okay. That's good, I think. No appointments today. Old business, review and discuss Selectman Jay Druin's meeting with Conway Historical Society.
So I met with Heather, I don't remember her last name, or the names of the other gentlemen that were with her, other than Brian Wigan. But anyways, we went in the chapel, walked around, they looked at a lot of things, and they were excited to see a lot of the stuff. Said there's definitely some interest in some of those things, and that they thought that we would be interested in keeping.
Oh, no, that stuff I went through, I think
Yeah.
there's some stuff in there that we should hang on to. Where we're gonna start, I don't know, but.
Right, yeah. So I had asked them to put in writing what their thoughts were and submit that to us.
Yeah.
There was the Historical Society, a gentleman from the Conway Public Library, who they also have a historical section in the library. And I think they have it broken down by town. And he would be willing to take some things, especially flat product, is what he said, books and papers and stuff, that the Historical Society might not want. They also said there's some things there that maybe we would put into the Russell Coal Bath House up on the Kank. Because there's some things that was used by some of the coal baths.
No, I think that's a good idea. They still do tours up there, don't they?
They do, yeah. There's some books and stuff, printed material that was ordered and made that is sitting there that they said could possibly be sold up at the Russell Coal Bath House and things like that.
Well, we've got
Or
cases,
we may want to sell
we
some
have
stuff.
cases of the books that were printed back when, what's his name? Jack Rose was a selectman.
Yeah,
And the Hysterical Society was going strong at that point.
right.
You say Hysterical Society.
That's what they called themselves. They introduced themselves as the Hysterical Society. Am I correct, Jim?
Yeah, I think so. Anyways, I told them we're working on putting a committee together for the use of that chapel, and once we did that and came up with a plan of what we wanted to do, that's when we would move forward with all the decision making on what was to happen.
Well, at least they know what's in there now. So
Yeah.
if we discuss with them, or the committee discusses with them,
Yeah. If you
they're all on
want,
the same
along with
page.
the historical stuff, I had gotten some quotes on fixing the roof on the chapel, the steeple, and fixing the roof here. I spoke to a gentleman today about inspecting the building.
Yep.
He's looking, he said probably a couple hours to do it, so it's not a huge amount of money. He's available at the end of this week or next week if you guys agree to have him do that.
Did he give a number?
What's that?
Did he give a
He
number?
didn't give a number, but he said an hour or two, so it's, you know,
I know.
it's less than $1,000. It's probably less than $500 to be honest with you, but the only thing I gotta do is find access to the crawl space to get underneath the building to do
Under
inspection.
the chapel.
To the chapel, yeah. I walked around it one day and I couldn't see anything from the outside, so.
There's probably animals living under there because the window
Yeah.
that's all
Oh, yeah.
pulled out
Yeah,
is wide open.
Probably some kind of trap door or something, huh?
maybe inside the
Those old
building, I
buildings?
thought.
Yeah. Pick
I
up
thought I might take a minute and take a peek out there. The only other thing, if you guys were okay with it, could I take the chapel key, so when he does show up, and wants to do it, I can just go in there and
Why
not...
don't you take the chapel key and have some extra keys made, because that's the only key.
Okay. All right, yeah, I'll do that.
Get 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah, yeah. It'll be easier to get in there without having to come through here.
I'd like to put a number on, a figure on what it's gonna cost, so it's not. a
Well, we
shock
have to
us.
approve a figure
Yeah,
by
so-
law. I mean, it's,
If we're gonna need a number, or we can spend up to, but I wouldn't know what up to would be. If you say it could be 1,000, could be 500, I agree, we don't know. I don't think 500's,
I would
do
feel
more than
I
that.
would feel comfortable with no more than 500.
If we spend up to and don't tell him.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. That's probably deserted, but
No.
I'm sure everybody watches this, so.
Yeah.
I'm sure we just saw it.
what do you think an up to number would be?
He's talking a couple hours, I mean, you can't get $250 an hour
Yeah.
for doing that, so.
What are we talking, 600, 700?
I'd like to cap it at 5.
Yeah, I think definitely.
I make a motion that we allow Jim to proceed with inspection, with it up to and including $500. And if it's more than that, you'll have to, come,
Yeah.
back and
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm sure when you call him to make the appointment, he might give you a better idea.
Yeah.
At least ask him.
Yeah.
Okay, that works for me.
Who seconded
I
it?
second it.
All in favor? Aye.
Did you get that?
Yeah.
Oh, let's see what else I had.
I mean, as far as the steeple and whatnot, are we gonna wait till spring to do that? Or are we gonna try to get it done before the nasty
I don't think
weather?
we're gonna get it done now. This,
Well, that was bad 3 years ago.
no, so I don't know that we have. Do we have the money for it
So
now?
what I think we should do is have this guy, his name's John Sikowski, do the inspection on the building, and I told him that we're looking at doing the roof. We really would like to know the condition
Well,
of it.
this roof here, what Curtis had mentioned, if it's
Yeah.
true, we should do this before winter.
Okay, that I can, if we agree to it, I can pull the trigger on that. That was a quote of $3,000 to do the rescrewing of this roof.
Do we have
A written quote.
money to do it?
I was told, well,
I don't know, because I remember Kelly saying that we spent a lot on the computer and stuff, and the 2 stoves and things like that, so
Who's got a copy of the
I'm
budget?
pretty sure she said we had money to do this roof and pressure
Is
washing.
is the budget that we're working on currently still in that pile? Because there were a lot of numbers in parentheses, which is not overspending.
and we can get the money anyway. It's be nice to take it in there.
She would have told us.
Take out some of that.
So I actually found it right here. Building maintenance and repairs.
We got $3,938.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at other places in the budget that, I mean, we still got 2.5 months left of the year.
So, does that include tightening everything? Like checking every one down the road? Or
The
just-
roof?
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he buys a special screw. It's an oversized screw, because these ones kind of pull and strip.
Yeah.
So it's an oversized screw, and they go through and they change
We'll do the whole thing.
They change the one. I'd say we need to do it.
Yeah, I know.
Because it
We'll
creates
find
a
it.
lot, you know, we'll find it in here. There is some extra money in here.
Yeah.
It may be a little here, a little there, but we do have enough in the maintenance budget to do it with a little tiny bit left over and keep your fingers crossed that.
Yeah, we'll find it. So, I make a motion to have the roof repaired not to exceed $3,000.
I second it.
All in favor? Aye.
Hi,
All right.
And at the same time, you'll get the estimate, and we can work towards that. And that's great. That's progress. Other business, anything with the planning board? Thank you.
No planning board meeting yet. It was next week.
Conservation Commission, I guess they had a meeting.
oh, on the Conservation Commission, I was reading their minutes.
Yes.
There was something in there where the contracts with the farmers, they were looking to digitize the contracts.
Yes, I did that. I converted them to PDFs and sent them back to them.
converted them
I
from...
convert from PDF
I
to
have
Word documents.
I have the original Word documents.
Okay, well, that's what they were looking for, so I just converted the PDFs
Okay.
they had back to Word documents and
All right.
sent them.
No, because I drafted those myself with the town council.
Okay.
Okay. Correspondence, review and discuss NHDOT project 29597. Did we get something? Or are we just talking about it? Because what I've done, and I don't know if you guys should have gotten forwarded emails today, because I think we should all know what's going on. When I'm doing emails, which I don't do a lot of them, but when I do, I don't want to just kind of be rogue and be out there. I want to, you guys, in case I'm doing something wrong, you guys need to know about it, which I don't believe I am, but I think everything should go through the office, and what I'm going to do is forward it to the office, and then she'll distribute it to you guys, just so you see
Well, that's what
the back and forth and what's going on. Some of them were from earlier, and I have some more that I'm gonna dig up and forward those, so we have them, everything together. I don't know if that one email, the whole thing didn't come out, but it had, if you went to the number of paragraphs, it's all listed out, the conversation between myself and Jason Ayotte at the state level. He explained pretty much in detail what they're up to right now.
I didn't see that one.
Well, I think if you go, and because I went back looking at, all it shows is that one accident that I talked about. But if you go to the top
Okay.
where it says the number of conversations,
Yeah.
I think it's 8 or 10. Everything should open up, and then you can go down each one.
How did we make out with the 10-year plan?
They still haven't had the approval process, but like Jason said in the email,
They have a hard time getting meetings because they have them all in Littleton,
yeah,
and it's a long way for
and
everybody
it's
to get
at
there.
10 o'clock, so I can't be there 10 o'clock.
Right, well, a lot of people can't.
Yeah. Is that working for you?
These accident ones? I'm just trying to see where,
Yeah, but yeah, just go to, you gotta go each one individually, I think.
yeah.
That's the one that's the main one, so go down on that.
Yeah.
Back to the bottom, the top, I should say. No. Go back out again. What the? Try that one. I think they're all coming through the same.
Yeah. All I got was a picture and...
Yeah, that's the one.
verbiage there.
Everything should have.
And the other one was the 4-car.
I know one. I-
That's what I said. Didn't see...
Let's see if I can figure it out through the office and have it sent again, but I'll get it back. I'll get the whole thing broken down. I don't know why it didn't work. I'm running email, but so I just got, when I'm looking at it, I got the email from North Country Council that they're gonna do the first week of November for the 10-year plans. But we scored the highest out of all projects that are slated to be talked about.
Oh, that's a good sign.
So, and even Jason with the state had heard about it because he heard that how well we scored. So there won't be a problem. I say that, but well, once we're approved for the 10-year plan, then we'll start the push to do it quicker than that. So I'm just waiting for that approval. So I'm kind of, every time I hear about accidents, I'm hammering it to these people, and I'm including Mark McConkey, who he's very grateful about it, but he the last thing he sent
He
back
knows
was
firsthand.
he's very aware,
Yeah.
and he's ready to help in every way he can. I think he's waiting to have a little more power to help, and that's going to be great. And I know they've been doing a lot of surveying up and down the road. That's why I thought that DOT guy might have been out surveying, because I've seen him up and down the road surveying.
Yeah, they're stealing signs too.
Stealing signs. Political signs?
Yeah.
DOT is?
Somebody is.
That's all right, we got more. We got plenty more. So what, where was I? I'm gonna talk to Jason again. I don't know what's gonna happen with another meeting, but it's not holding the project up, not having a meeting, because we've pretty much said that it's section 2A that we want to move forward with. But anytime, and I've requested a report from the Sheriff's Department on total accidents for this year. We had one earlier, but I know of at least 3 more that have happened since then. And you're saying there was a single car accident too?
Well, you sent
The two.
Oh, that was the one. I sent one with the picture of the car on the trail. That happened in front of my house.
Yeah.
And then the 4 car that just happened, I want that included on it too, because Mark wants that, because he wants to talk to his people and say, you know, we can't wait. So, but what I want to ask you, because you're excellent at research, is how's this going to work with the speed limits? I haven't found anybody that can tell me this is what you need to do. I mean,
Well, I'll look up the legislation and see what it says.
yeah, I mean, who do we approach and say, yes, we wanted to do this? Who? Because I got
Well,
I got the name of the new
The
guy.
legislation describes the process that it has to go through. I know you have to get, I would say Mark's committee in on it. I think you gotta get DOT, CAS and whatnot involved in it. And it's gotta go through the executive council and to the governor. I believe the governor has to approve it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But it'll probably come as a recommendation from the executive council.
What I'm hoping is we can find out before voting day, so that if there's anything we can, if we've got to do some kind of.
Well, I'll look up the legislation when I get home and I'll send you a
Yeah.
copy of it as to where it starts.
They might, a petition might look nice, and if we have a petition to sign at voting day when all residents come in,
No, that's true.
we can get pages and pages of signatures. So I think having that information before that, we can distribute it when people come in and get a petition, I think would be great. And move forward with that.
I mean, I drive Route 25 going across a lot, and the 45 mile an hour, even when it was 35 miles an hour there in, what was that, Tamworth?
Mm-hmm.
By the little old post office there. I never see anybody slow down.
Well,
I've even seen people passing there.
that'll be our next step, is to get law enforcement to put a little sting and get people aware. But we can't do any of that till we gotta get our ducks in a row. The other thing I want to push, however we do this, it may have to be a new ordinances for Jake brakes and engine brakes, because it's getting way out of control. I'm up at 4 in the morning sitting in my house, and they start early and I just hear them coming, and I can hear them from probably your house. And I'm a little bit off the road. These people right on the road, it's got to be knocking them out of their bed, because they're not even using their brake coming through town.
Yeah, but my wife says I have selective hearing.
Well, even this, you're gonna hear. So I talked to a few people that would be all in favor of doing something about it.
Oh, yeah, no.
I think it's.
That little white farmhouse that's next to me there,
Yeah.
it's gotta be crazy
Oh,
there.
well, you know, the
they're-
people right here.
They're 25 feet from the edge of the road, and that's where they do
And it's
it.
excessive. There's no need for that. I understand it's a safety. If we had steep hills or some real
That's what
reason,
brakes are made for.
yeah, they're using it just because. And so that's something I want to push for too. So if we gotta have to do an ordinance, it'd have to go to town meeting. So
Well, then we probably, well,
we have to have a public meeting.
you have to have a public hearing, but we could do that as a selectman's ordinance, and that goes down right to the last minute. So we have plenty of time, but we shouldn't wait till
But
the
can
last.
that be done ahead of time? Can we do that anytime?
No, it has to be done at town meeting, or you'd have to call a special town meeting.
Okay. No, I think we'll put it all together as one package and get, boom, we'll change the speed limit and we'll sign it, and we'll put signs for engine brakes too. Clean up the town, become Meredith.
Well, I would make them individual warrant articles Because if somebody doesn't like one part of it, they'll vote.
Well, yeah, one for the
against it.
speed limit and one for the.
Do them separate so that you're getting
Yeah.
2 readings on it.
Okay, so that's where I'm at with the highway.
Let me look and see what I can find out.
Yeah.
I believe the legislation, last time I looked at it, was very specifically spelled out the process.
Okay. If it's something you could forward to the office or, so we can all see it, it'd be nice.
Yep. And I'll look into the Jake break thing, but municipal ought to be able to tell us that.
I think it'd be a noise ordinance, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So, somehow?
Why don't you, would you put in a call or something, or an email to municipal association
Sure.
and ask them how we go about doing an ordinance for noise regarding the Jake break
Or
on trucks?
engine brake, I guess, what do they call it, engine brake?
Engine brake.
I'd make the ordinance very specific, whether it's engine brake, Jake brake, so
We'll
that
include it all, and a description of what it is.
include it.
Yeah.
That way
A
nobody.
lot of people won't know,
Right.
but they'll know the noise. Curtis actually told me he's way off the road. He hears it coming across Iona Lake.
Oh, yeah, that ought to echo nice.
Yeah, especially when the leaves are gone.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I got.
All right.
And we don't have a non-public today. Our next meeting will be Tuesday, October 22nd at 4:30. And I'm waiting for Jim to make a motion.
Move to adjourn.
Oh, come on.
Well, who made the motion last time?
All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Well, swap it around so I don't have to do it.
We're good.
Typing.
Thank you very much.